Want to really see something that said, take a look at what happened.
Hey.
Why this beat so cold?
We will make America proud again. And you try to kill our we will make America wealthy again. And yes, together, we will make America great again.
Hell, CNN, the fake news media, the enemy of the people.
Some of the other administration officials sort of tone it down, and they did have a more unifying message than what we heard in the days right after Charlie Kirk's killing. But once again, you hear the president of the United States. He said, you know, the violence is mostly from the left. That is not supported by the data, we should note. And sadly, we see political violence across the spectrum. But once again, using that divisive rhetoric.
Yeah, and I do want to be clear.
You just can't make it up. You just can't. Look what they do when they go on CNN. Just look, y'all. We prove our point and we don't even have to say nothing. Look, just look.
So what? One of the things I do want to point out that's not been laid out that honestly hurts my heart is when I saw the no votes, there were only 2 Caucasians. For the most part, the only people that voted no were people of color, because the rhetoric that Charlie Kirk continuously put out there was rhetoric that specifically targeted people of color.
Oh man, this heifer here is a disgrace, man. I tell you, this low IQ ghetto piece of trash, man. They ought to walk this heifer out, man. You know. But hey, she's a black woman. I tell you, man. This is why so many people, Democrats, people in Texas, they want this heifer out. You can't make it up. Look, just look.
When I saw the no votes, there were only 2 Caucasians. For the most part, the only people that voted no were people of color, because the rhetoric that Charlie Kirk continuously put out there was rhetoric that specifically targeted people of color. And so it is unfortunate that even our colleagues could not see how harmful his rhetoric was, specifically to us.
We're there. Appreciate it. The House over.
Scott Jennings is finna go down. We got to keep the lights on at CNN, huh? All right, let's do it.
Overwhelmingly passed a resolution on Friday to honor the life and legacy of Charlie Kirk after that assassination last week. The measure passed by 310 to 58. Democrats were heavily split on the issue. The resolution condemns his death and political violence and hails the conservative activist as a courageous American patriot. I want to discuss with CNN senior political commentator Scott Jennings and CNN chief political analyst David Axelrod. Hello to you both. Thank you so much for being here. I wanted to start on that resolution because to me it is kind of a window into the way that politicians in both parties are grappling with this moment that we're in, not just leading into the memorial, but the moment after the horrible assassination of Charlie Kirk. Markwayne Mullin was on State of the Union this morning. He is a huge ally of President Trump. He was a friend of Charlie Kirk's. He's going to the funeral today. He brought up with me how upset he was that Democrats voted against that resolution. Afterwards, I spoke to Jasmine Crockett, Democrat of Texas. She was one of the 58 to vote no. Listen to what he said and her reason after that.
The same resolution that had Charlie Kirk's name on, you had 58 representatives vote no, 38 voted present, 22 chose not to vote. That is silent. So you had 118 individuals that didn't condemn it because
Senator,
why?
Get to that,
because of hypocrisy over both sides.
When I saw the no votes, there were only 2 Caucasians.
Only two Caucasians. You just can't make this up, man. Everything comes down to skin color. Everything, man. Identity politics. I mean, well, I tell you, man, this woman is a disgrace, man. And I get sick of looking at her. I get sick of hearing her because it's the same thing every single time. And remember, everyone, she is a black woman. She wants you to know. And that's why she's in the position she's in, because she is a black woman. She says, hire me because I'm a black woman.
For the most part, the only people that voted no were people of color, because the rhetoric that Charlie Kirk continuously put out there was rhetoric that specifically targeted people of color. And so it is unfortunate that even our colleagues could not see how harmful his rhetoric was, specifically to us.
Scott Jennings.
Uh-oh, Scott, let's do it.
Well, she's lying. I mean, Charlie Kirk targeted nobody. He was not racist in any way. I've listened to hours and hours and hours and hours of Charlie Kirk debates and talks, and have been with Charlie Kirk and did events with Charlie Kirk and knew Charlie Kirk. There wasn't a racist bone in his body. To say that he was continuously targeting people of color is nothing but a malicious smear on the very day that people are remembering Charlie and he's going to be laid to rest. And so I think we need to combine the no votes on the resolution, and then you look at the leading Democratic voices like Ilhan Omar and Jasmine Crockett, who've gone out to smear Charlie before he's even had his funeral. When I hear people say we need to come together and both sides need to turn down the rhetoric, you know, a lot of the people saying that need to look inward right now. I was shocked at that. Well, I guess I shouldn't say I'm shocked by her, but I was a little stunned by what happened this morning.
David?
Yeah, well, look, first of all,
Erika Kirk at the memorial of Charlie Kirk on Sunday, and there wasn't a dry eye in the house as she gave a message to Charlie's alleged assassin, and that was she forgave him.
Woo!
Charlie passionately wanted to reach and save the lost boys of the West.
I'm getting chills all over again, y'all. I might break down crying again, family. I ain't gonna lie to you, man. If you watched this live on the show a couple of hours ago, and thank y'all for everybody that came by and just had a good time with me, left loving comments. You know, you guys showed so much love, you guys. You know, we couldn't stop crying yesterday, man. You know, them tears just started rolling. You know, wow. This right here, but I told y'all, we are at peace. If you live by your word, know the word, you are at peace, man. And yesterday was a beautiful day, man. A wonderful day. God is good, man. God bless them Patriots. God bless America. This is beautiful, man. Y'all bear with me, family. If them tears start rolling again, hey, I can't help it.
The young men who feel like they have no direction, no purpose, no faith, and no reason to live. The men wasting their lives on distractions, and the men consumed with resentment, anger, and hate. Charlie wanted to help them. He wanted them to have a home with Turning Point USA. And when he went onto campus, he was looking to show them a better path and a better life that was right there for the taking. He wanted to show them that. My husband, Charlie, he wanted to save young men just like the one who took his life.
Woo. Y'all not hearing it. Y'all not hearing it. Y'all not hearing it. Y'all hearing it, family? I don't think family, are they hearing it? Are they hearing it? Take it in.
Ooh. That young man. On the cross, our Savior said, "Father, forgive them, for they not know what they do." That man, that young man, I forgive him.
Wow. What an absolutely honorable tribute to Charlie Kirk, who really wanted to represent the message of Jesus Christ the best that he could.
I see it, man. Oh man, that's woo, the Holy Spirit's in there. I got look at y'all. Look at me. I got chills. Woo, wait. Oh man, I got chills, family.
On college campuses, and now she did it with all eyes on her in front of a grieving nation. But it seems that we've gotten some unexpected reaction from CNN, and you're not going to quite believe what they had to say about it. But before we get into the story, please.
I'll tell you, the hell with CNN. I tell you, man. I got to say it, family. The fake news media, the enemy of the people. You know. And then ABC didn't even have it on, you know. As they was worshiping and going through ABC didn't even have it on. And I see a lot of people calling ABC out this morning. The media, enemy of the people, man.
It's journalism. Now, CNN has been one of the biggest offenders in the lead up and the aftermath of the Charlie Kirk assassination. Of course, we know the dispute that Charlie Kirk and Van Jones had, and Van Jones has since revealed that Charlie had reached out to him over a war of words that broke out after the Irina Zarutska slaying in Charlotte, North Carolina, and Charlie invited him to have a civil debate. So Van Jones seems to have pivoted to some degree in trying to temper down the rhetoric. But CNN went a step further on Sunday in the reaction to Erika Kirk's speech, and, well, they believe a political star is born. Watch this.
It was the first time that I'd ever heard Erika Kirk speak publicly. I think that's the case for a lot of people. Would it be an overstatement to say that we witnessed the birth of a political star?
Well, certainly, I think both in the immediate aftermath of the assassination, when she spoke in a video presentation, and here you see that she was, as she describes, also a full partner in this movement with Charlie Kirk. So I don't think she is coming into this cold, right? This is clearly something that has been a joint force in their household, and I think our reporting has suggested she informed. You know, when asked, how much are you aware, as somebody was saying this in our air earlier, of like what is going on in the organization? She's like, I know everything, absolutely everything that's going on. So I do think she is a political force. There's no doubt about it. And she's now in a position that, yeah, her star could certainly rise here. I mean, it was indeed an astonishing tribute to her husband, and also just a planted moment of someone trying to capture the attention of everyone in this room and around the world watching, not just about her personal pain, but about the purpose this moment of pain can serve from here on out.
Wow, CNN.
Yeah, that was a beautiful take from CNN right there. But I'm not retracting what I said earlier, though. You know, still, because they still came on doing the service while the service was going on. And then after Trump got speaking, y'all seen what they said, you know. And then brought the Democrats on once again to smear Charlie Kirk's legacy, his death, you know, and spit on a man. So yeah, the hell with the fake news media and CNN.
Really pumping up Erika Kirk's image here, speculating that she could be a political star. And of course, we saw the unanimous board vote that made her the CEO and chair of Turning Point USA in the aftermath of Charlie Kirk's assassination. And she's been truly remarkable. Honestly, she seems like a spiritual warrior, someone who has a lot of resolve, but also a lot of compassion. And I think like she could be an excellent leader for Turning Point USA and deliver Charlie's message in a very poignant, stirring.
Y'all know they, you know, we've been watching videos all week and seeing Charlie's videos come up on our timelines and pages, and just seeing all his old videos and seeing his videos of them posting of him and Erika, and y'all, she's more conservative than Charlie is, and it's crazy. A lot of people didn't even know that. Erika is way more conservative than Charlie. Charlie said, "You think I'm a beast? My wife is a beast and way more conservative than I am." I know y'all probably seen that viral clip of his wife on the show, and they're just them two. But yeah, so I can't wait to see where this heads, especially for Turning Point USA.
An emotionally powerful way to those who are turning to Turning Point USA to get the real story of Charlie Kirk and what the organization is trying to accomplish. And I believe that is simply creating more civil dialogue and diversity of ideas in our public forum, including more receptivity for the message of Christ. And I think that Erika Kirk truly is a star in her own way. And for her to grab the reins and to really go out and push a very stirring and persuasive message to millions of Americans when, look, she has got to be heartbroken beyond imagination. She has to be absolutely rattled, but she is a living proof that God can be your rock in your life. And if you turn your eyes to God, wondrous things can happen, and it can make you a much better person and make your words have a lot more impact. And I think we're seeing that with Erika Kirk. So CNN might be spot on in saying with Erika Kirk that a star is born, but I think just as important, the real star in this conversation is Jesus Christ and the healing that he can give to Americans who are seeking answers in their time of trial and need. So I think we are all in awe of Erika Kirk, and that even includes CNN, amazingly enough. So weigh in with your thoughts. What do you think about the general nationwide
Yes, indeed, man. But you know, a lot of them try to. There's always a good and bad, man. You know, and that's what everything. You know, that's just the truth. You know, but I love you guys, man. And we're wishing the best in everybody's life, man. On this show, I'm gonna continue to spread as much love as I can. You know, until we 6 feet under. You know. We're going to continue to be a light in these dark times, man. We're going to continue to call it out for what it is. We're going to continue to call it the truth out, you know. And we're going to continue, once again, to spread that love. Because God is love, man. I love y'all. Y'all have an amazing rest of your day. And we got a couple more things we're going to get into on today's show. Some big things with President Trump. And we're going to see what's taking place, man. Some big things. They said he just pulled out the pen once again, you know, and we don't got an auto pen. We actually know who's running the country, huh? He just pulled that pen out earlier, a couple of hours, I think an hour ago, and he has stunned the nation again. And him and RFK Jr. are in the Oval Office right now, and something that's come out huge, some more big updates and news that just broke. We're trying to get into. So if you want to come check it out, be sure to check out our next video on the show. But I love y'all. Y'all have an amazing rest of your day. And if you want to come check out the next one, come on by. You know what I'm saying? I love y'all. See y'all in the next one, family.